Guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you had a great Christmas and are gearing up for New Year's. This is just going to be a little bit of an update video. Mainly, I just want to let you guys know that the 4Runner build is going to start happening here in the next few videos. We're still waiting on a few items from some sponsors before this gets rolling, but we're super excited with what we have already, and we're excited to share it with you guys. Now, just a reminder that this is going to be a budget-friendly build. We're not made of money, and you'll see that throughout this process. So these are some of the items we have now. Still waiting on a couple. Some of these are Christmas gifts, and then the other are from great companies who want to be a part of this process. So first off, this is mainly for safety, but having a jumper pack is something that's going to really come in handy. I've always wanted one, just didn't want to cough up the money for one. So that's pretty darn special. This is another sponsored product from Bosla. These are LED lights. Cheyenne still has the factory halogen. They suck, so this will definitely just look way better and also improve her lighting for safety. We're starting to get kind of our overlaying kit together. This was a gift from Tynan and his girlfriend, just a tire plug kit. These slime kits, I think, are great. For how much you pay, it's roughly, $10, $11. It only really has enough plugs to do a tire maybe, 4 or 5 times, and depending on how big the puncture is. But they work great. I've had one for years. I just keep it in a container just to keep the plugs, soft. Works great. I've done our tire. I've done Cheyenne's and friends' and tire when they're at work and they have a flat. Great kit. So you don't need to go out and buy the big expensive one. This is also another awesome product from the good folks at Oxbeam, and they've been a sponsor of the channel for years now. So super excited about these. These are their 4-inch light pods. They're really, really nice looking. You can have a whole whack of different modes. You can have the white and then the amber trim, which is really, really nice. Also come with amber and covers if you want to just go with the full amber. So those are really cool. You see that there. We're going to be mounting these most likely above Cheyenne's and license plate in front of the grill. Because they are a 4-inch and her 4Runner is smaller, they just wouldn't look right, I don't think, on the hood. So we're going to mount those down lower with the same type of bracket that we have on the Denali. And yeah, super excited to try those out. Now, because this is for Cheyenne, our daughter bought her some purple metal valve caps, purple steering wheel cover, again from Tynan and Jada, a safety kit with everything that Cheyenne will need. It's got your jumper pack, a rain poncho, little air compressor, first aid kit, emergency blanket, light, a window breaker if they were to ever go, into the water. That's super, super cool. And then another product, this is from All Powers. They're going to be setting Cheyenne up with a 200-watt solar panel and power station. I think it's an 1800 or a 1500 power station. So that will definitely come in handy. We're still waiting on the power station. They came in separate packages. But I'm going to take you guys downstairs and just show you what we're dealing with right now with the 4Runner. So the issue we're having with Cheyenne's 4Runner is it's leaking. I'm going to open this here. We are getting water. Oh, it's not locked, but it's wet. The carpet is very, very wet. Very wet. You can actually see the lines from the mat. It's so wet, and it's also leaking back here. Not as bad, thank God, but definitely wet. We're not so sure where it's coming from. You know, the seal definitely looks good. Now it sags a little bit there, which I don't understand what does that, but I don't know if that's it. A little bit of a pinhole there. So yeah, we're gonna hook up the diesel heater, get this dried out, and then try to diagnose this. We've made room in the garage so it can actually fit in here. And just because, again, we don't want to be, you know, rusting this out for no apparent reason. You know, it's still in way better shape than the Denali. You know, the door pins are great. There's no sagging of the door. Like, that's basically that's all you need to close it. So, kind of thought maybe it was leaking from the windshield. But, again, the trim is tight. If you guys, you know, have dealt with this issue before in a 4Runner, you know, let us know where maybe common spots are. We've tried doing like the bucket dumping, trying to find where it's leaking from, but we really can't. So I'm gonna get the diesel hooked up and we'll get this dry. So I'm able to fit the diesel heater, everything that we need in this little box here, this Rubbermaid. I'm not so sure how big this one is. It is a taller one, but works really, really good. I have the block here to screw the feet on. I won't be doing that today. Just be kind of hooking this up just enough to get some hot air in there. So these are super easy to use once I can see the power button. Where are you? Oh, there it is.
Start heating.
Now, the colder the temperature, the longer the glow plug takes to warm up. Sometimes when you think it's not working, it is. It just takes time. Stay. Yeah, you'll hear the fan, and then eventually you'll hear the ticking, and that's when the glow plug has got hot enough, and it should fire. Now, sometimes when you use a power station, these are, I think, max 10 amps, and the diesel heaters need, I believe, like 15, something like that. So sometimes they won't actually fire, especially when they're cold. So what I do is I'll sometimes plug in the diesel heater into the truck when it's running, just to get it warmed up, the glow plug warm, and then after I'll go to the power station. Now, I could buy an inverter, but again, this is just, it works. Again, when you saw us camping in -7, it worked first try. So it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it works right away, sometimes it doesn't. And now that it's running, it will slowly drop with wattage, and I technically got it cranked up all the way. So that's pretty good, you know, and running around this in good temperature, it's kind of fluctuating between 7 and 8 hours. But I think when it's super cold out, next time I'll maybe try to pack this in almost like an insulated box, just so then it will last a little longer. Because again, batteries don't like to work in the cold. I took the end off here. That's just a 4-inch and dryer hose. They did have 3-inch, because that's what like the inlet is, or the outlet, I guess you could say, is 3-inch. But for the 3-inch hose was like $60, and the 4-inch was like less than 20. So I just jammed that inside, used some of like the heating tape that they had, and then the outlet that I have where you can change the direction, it will fit right inside there, and it works. So again, always trying to save a buck. But yeah, it's working. Probably leave this on for a few hours. But good little heaters. One thing you gotta make sure at the end of every time you use it, crank it up, because it just burns out all that carbon and will just keep it from clogging up in the future. So that's one little, tip, is they say to run these on full blast for a few minutes when you're done using it, just to, again, burn all that carbon and keep the chamber clean. But that's hot, super, super hot. But I'm maybe gonna close the door here so I don't kill the battery. That's the last thing I need. I also want to just thank each and every one of you who watched our last video. The one where you see a crazy looking fella wearing a Maple Leaf jersey. We didn't really hint at what that video was for the purpose of making it a surprise. And unfortunately, not a lot of people clicked on that from our subscribers. So if you didn't, shame on you. But to everybody else who did click on that video and all your great comments, and thank you so much. It means a lot to us. And we're super excited about this next chapter, I guess, in parenthood, and also just for the family. So thank you so much. Also, just want to say thank you to everyone who participated in that little project we had where we uploaded 3 videos of the same adventure, all in different styles. Doing that around the holidays was maybe not the best idea because people are busy, and rightfully so. You are getting ready for Christmas, spending time with family and friends. Not too many people have the time to sit down and watch a YouTube video, let alone 3 YouTube videos. So to each and every one of you who did watch and commented, thank you so much. That being said, out of the 3 videos that did the best, technically the more simple cinematic in video, that was video number 1, did better than all the other ones. Now that doesn't really help, I guess you could say, because that would make sense. That was the very first video, and more people are likely to watch that one than the others. Now, the video that came in second place was our 3rd video, and that was the more vloggy style. What happened, you guys saw. There was very little and cutting out of clips. It was basically everything that happened. That video did well, just the one at the first did the best. So that being said, we're going to do kind of what we have been doing. If anything, maybe we won't do the ASMR as much as we maybe had planned, because that video did horrible. Now that being said, it was only a 5-minute video, so I know people, when they sit down, they want to watch a video. They don't want to watch, and basically like an Instagram reel or TikTok. There's different platforms, and for that, I might just keep that to our shorts, making the ASMR style. But I kind of heard that one loud and clear, and not saying we'll never do it again, but we'll definitely keep that in mind and keep with what you guys like. And I think that's more simple, to the point, and just you guys want to see, what's important, or what we feel is important. So again, thank you so much, guys, for watching. It really does mean a lot to us. Happy New Year. And that's all I wanted to say in this video. Just a personal, hey, how are you doing? And thank you. But that's it. Have a great one. We'll see you in the next one.